Go on that line, you introduce yourself. You ready?
I appreciate it. Go ahead.
Hello, misfits and nomads. Step into the spotlight, let your essence shimmer and your creativity glim. This podcast is a canvas for your brilliance, a stage for your unique talent to dance and dazzle. Embrace the rhythm of your artistry, the melody of your voice, and the power of your story. As we dive into the depth of your passion, let the world feel the pulse of your creativity, the fire of your spirit, and the magic of your craft. This is your time to shine, your moment to inspire, so unleash your talent. Showcase your gift and let your light illuminate the way. Welcome to a podcast where dreams take flight, talent finding wings, and greatness know no bounds. Get ready to captivate, inspire, and leave a legacy that resonates through the ages. Go ahead.
All right, I'm Dalen, aka Day. I'm from Dayton, West Dayton to be specific. I just got started about this year, a couple months ago. Just released my first single last month, Come Get You, with my homeboy Jxve. Appreciate him for hopping on it. Um, yeah, man, that's about it. We got a new single coming out at the beginning of October after the first flight. I'm real excited. Just getting a lot of buzz on TikTok right now, so pretty excited to drop, man.
Shout out to them. So, did you name three songs?
Sorry,
Did you name three songs or two?
two.
Okay. Um, so it's Come Get You and After the First Flight.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about yourself.
Like I said, I'm from West Dayton. I'm 24. I just got started doing this a few months ago. I was with my boy Jive. He was also another established artist here in Dayton, and I had wrote a cover to another song by Blast, who is one of my inspirations. And he was like, "Yo, that sounds pretty good. You should let me record you." And we ended up recording that, and it got a lot of good feedback from my peers and whoever I let listen to it. And they were like, "Yo, like I never knew like you had this talent." And I just kind of kept rolling with it, and I kept writing, and I stumbled upon a guy who makes beats. I purchased some beats from him, and then came After the First Flight. Um, with that kind of has a story behind it. Last year I took my first trip with my girlfriend, and yeah, we went to Florida, and that song kind of just tells a story about our relationship and that experience and what we did, and thoughts I had while we were there. And yeah, and that's how that song came to be.
Shout out to that. And how you came up with your name?
It's just my name, shortened. My name is Dalen, but I go by Day, and a lot of my friends call me Day or Day Day. So that's how that happened.
And you already knew you was gonna settle on that name.
I'm sorry.
That you already knew that you was gonna settle on that name.
Yeah, pretty much. I've been going by that for as long as I remember, probably since I was 16 or 17.
Okay. And how will you describe your music?
I would describe my music as very chill, very vibey. I get my inspiration from artists like Blast, Beano Rideau, Eric Bellinger, Jack James, and I get my inspiration from, other artists on that West Coast. But some people may not know that that sound came from here and here in Ohio with that funk sound. And yeah, the West Coast kind of just took it over, but I kind of want to bring that sound back to where it came from and kind of add my own little sauce to it.
Okay. So are you located in Ohio?
Yeah, I'm from Ohio, yes sir.
Okay. Okay. So
Born and
you want to
raised,
bring back that original sound.
yes sir. I would
And
love
how would you
to.
describe that sound? Will you consider that funk or I got a term for it?
The original sound that came from Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely funk. That's where kind of how that G-funk sound got started here in Ohio. We had artists like Zapp Roger, Ohio Players, Isley Brothers, um, Slave, Phazo, artists like that. Those all those guys came from Ohio, man, right here where I'm born at.
Okay. Shout out to that.
Yes, sir.
So when it comes to what exactly inspired you to jump into music?
Um, Nothing really kind of got me started. I really just was, well, that's a lie. I was looking for another outlet to kind of just be creative and, kind of just express myself. Like I can draw, I can dance a little bit. And I always was able to write. I got started writing like during COVID, everybody was locked up in the house, couldn't really go nowhere. So I kind of just took that time to just get creative, man.
Okay, so you draw, you write, and what was the third one?
I can dance. Oh, also I can play the drums too. So I'm kind of just musically inclined naturally.
Okay. So drums, dance, draw. Okay, triple D, I see. And then writing as well. When it comes to writing, um, what was you writing? Was it skits, plays?
Oh, nah, just I kind of just started doing poetry. I
Okay.
never really had that confidence to really put my voice behind it. But, once I let my cousin hear it, he's kind of somebody who I confide in and what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of just show my talents too. So he was like,
No.
come to my studio and I can really show you how to put your voice to this and really show you how this process goes. So it kind of just got the ball rolling from there.
Shout out to them.
Yes,
It's good to
sir.
have a
Shout out to
mentor
Jxve,
like
man.
that. Okay. And out of your well, how much are you willing to reveal about the uh after the first flight? Now, to give you a heads up, this is going to take about a month to come out because I got you in rotation with other artists.
That's totally fine.
Okay. So how much you want to talk about after the first flight?
As much as you want to know.
Okay. So when it comes to I'm guessing your friend mix all your songs.
He's my cousin. Yeah, he mixes all my songs.
Oh,
He
your
does my
cousin.
engineering. Yeah, he mixes all my songs. He does my engineering. Really
Okay.
anything I need, he's able to do it, man.
Okay. And what is his impression of you so far between Come Get You and after the first flight?
Um, like I said, he's a established artist here already, so I kind of just got lucky that he's my cousin as well. So he lets
Hmm.
me come record anytime as long as I can reach him and he's got free time, I got free time. We're both able to get in the studio and work.
Yeah, I'm saying from his perspective, like what is his impression of you from Come
Oh,
Get
he
You
thinks
and after the
he
first
thinks
flight?
I've got talent, man. He thinks I'm getting better at what I do. I've just started, but he sees that I've had a strong start in doing what I do.
Okay. Okay. And so the first song was Come Get You, and that was
Yes,
featuring
sir.
somebody, correct?
Yeah, Jxve.
Oh, your cousin.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Um, tell me about how that song came to be.
That song came to be because one day after we recorded my first cover track, Be Alone, we were looking at beats for another track that I could write to. And we kind of found this guy, SH Beats on YouTube. And I found that beat. I took it home, studied it. My process is kind of just I like to be alone. I don't like to really be around anybody. Or if I've got some free time at work, I'm able to write. And we came back at first. I didn't really like how it came out. I didn't like the intro. I had too much. It was sloppy. But then we came back that next week and he was like, yo, I think I could put a verse on this. I was like, bet, do what you do. And he was able to write a verse in not even an hour. He got his verse recorded and it was done, man. That was really just quick work, honestly.
And what's your favorite part of that song?
Believe it or not, his verse. I learned the words to his verse quicker than I learned the verse to my own, believe it or
Okay, that's kind of fun. Um,
not.
and tell me a bit of about this drummer side.
Um, when I was a kid, I kind of grew up in the church. My grandfather, he was a pastor, rest in peace to him. And he kind of taught me the basics of, how to count and measure, simple things like that, staying on beat, how to use the pedals, how to do drum rolls. And eventually I was able to get my own drum set, start practicing at home, start practicing favorite songs that I like, memorizing the songs that we did in church, and that's kind of how that came to be. But I think since I turned maybe 16 or 17, I kind of gave that up. I kind of just lost the passion for it, but it is what it is. Things happen. You lose passion for some things and you gain passions for others.
Okay. Will you pick up a different instrument, or you not? That's not part of your interest at the
At the moment, no, but I do want to pick up drums again at some point. Yes.
moment. Okay. And when it comes to dancing, is
Yes,
that
sir.
current? Is that something that you do now?
If I got some free time, I might, hit my little two step or, what I'm saying, get my groove on. Or if me and my lady step out, then yeah, we get our little groove on from time to time. Yes, sir.
No. And I'm guessing your lady got a chance to listen to your music.
Yeah, she did. She was one of the
Did she
first
have,
people I sent it to because, well, specifically the song was about me and her and, our time there. So yeah, she's heard my music. Yeah.
and did she have a personal favorite?
Sorry.
Do she have a personal favorite?
No, I haven't asked.
Okay, no problem. No problem. So you dance a little bit, and then we have drawing. Tell us
Yep.
about that.
My older brother, shout out to him as well. He's a producer in the city. He was an artist himself. I kind of just picked up the talent from watching him, honestly. He won a few competitions too. While he was in school, he's had his art displayed. Shout out to him, man. I kind of just was copying him from a young age. I wanted to be like him. I wanted to play basketball like him. I wanted to draw like him. I wanted to do music like him. So growing up, I really wanted to be like my older brother, man. So shout out to him as well.
Shout out to them. And when it comes to your drawing, is it a hobby, or do you do it as merch or anything?
It's really just a hobby right now. Whenever I got some free time or I'm really like extremely bored, I'm able to sit down and draw some pretty nice, pictures, man.
Okay. What's your goals for it? Would it expand anything beyond a hobby, or
Nah, that's just a hobby, something I do on my free
okay,
time.
okay. And do you got any merch yet? I'm guessing.
No, sir. Like I said, I'm really, really fresh in what I do. I've only been doing this since about June or July. But like I said, man, I'm having a strong start to what I do.
That's it. That's it. And you was talking about a little bit of your uh religion background as well. Are you still a religion man, or
Um, I would say I have a relationship with a higher power, yes, but I'm not religious. I'm not a real strict church goer per se, but Um, no, I'm not very religious now.
Okay. And what so far, what do you think is your biggest strength compared to your something that you need to work on?
My biggest strength, I have a naturally deep voice, so I'm able to sing lower than probably most people. But as far as strengths, I would say being able to write um without being vulgar, using too many cuss words. I'm able to express myself without being inappropriate. I'm able to keep things clean, still be smooth, and it's not corny. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't sound like it goes, it's a soundtrack to a Disney movie or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I can see that. I
Yeah.
can definitely see come get you probably something on like a action film or something.
I
Um,
appreciate that, man.
after the first one, I could definitely see that as on like a love film, couple drawn TV show or something.
Yeah, that was kind of the purpose of why I wrote it. I just wanted it to be something smooth, something, couples could, vibe to.
Smart, smart. So how you go about marketing and promotion?
That totally I haven't figured out, man. I'm real fresh to this. I really just want to be able to put this music out and people enjoy it. I want people to, know that I'm from their hometown. I'm from Ohio. Well, I want people from Ohio to know that I'm here as well, and I want to, get the word out that I have talent too, and I can do this pretty well.
No. And are you well, before I ask that,
Hmm.
uh here's my two cents. When it comes
Yes,
to
sir.
marketing, especially if you promoting uh take advantage of the vibe that you get it off for your songs. Like for
Hmm.
example, after the first flight, take advantage of holidays, Valentine's and all that shit. Make sure you promote it. I don't give a fuck how old your song is or how long it's been out. It's gonna be
Hmm.
new to somebody.
For
So
sure.
keep promoting it, take advantage of holidays. And also peak game how like older media, if you remember like MTV,
Yeah.
these older platforms, remember how they go about promoting because you end up realizing they don't use their best tricks no more. They don't use their best.
Yeah, definitely
So
not.
you can take game from the legend, you know, and then reuse it, reshape it into your own. Um, another thing too, try your music out overseas
Hmm.
and see can you grab a global audience. I recommend one, you wanna do some collaborations. Uh,
Hmm.
that way, one, you can take advantage of getting because when you collaborate with another artist, you collaborate with their fan base as well.
Hmm.
Depending on that collaboration, they fuck with you or not, they're going to tune in and see what you got going on.
Yes,
Take that
sir. I
same
could I could add
idea.
my 2 cents to that. I've gotten in touch with an artist in Atlanta. We also have a song coming out pretty soon. When I release my tape, after I drop this single, he'll be on it. I'm in touch with other artists in the city. Shout out Yvonne. Shout out Melina Marie. Finesse Boy LA. Shout out him. Castro's Goat. Yo Retro. LT. Lamar Tolls. Um, Shout out Drewski. And again, shout out Jxve. And those are all my guys and all my artists that I'm in touch with in the city. My boy Levi out in Atlanta, shout out to him for giving me one of my first features. And then again, shout out Yvonne for wanting to be a part of the tape.
Uh, shout out to what I was saying earlier.
Hmm.
Take that same idea, that same mission that you got going on. If you want to remind, I'm guessing you want to remind United States where that root originated, correct?
Yes, sir.
take that same mission globally. If your home country don't remember where it originated, damn sure the world don't remember, or we probably even don't even know, honestly, where it originated. So promoting your music overseas and letting, especially like Japan, is before I even get that out. I'm curious, where will you put your music in the genre?
In a genre. I would put it in like the R&B pop area. It's not exactly rap. I don't do a lot of rapping, but I definitely put it like in the R&B pop genre.
Nice. All right. This is some things I recommend to start thinking on. One, what if you're gonna go with R&B and everything? Look at other outside of this country where R&B is influenced and taken off. Like for example, K-pop and music in Japan as well. They starting to go in this whole route R&B and hip hop influence.
Yes,
So
sir.
their
They are.
whole
That's
culture is
real
about
heavy.
to switch. Yep, their whole culture about to switch their ways, and they already taking influence from our culture in the United States. So
Hmm.
that would just be another gold mine of influence that you could give off and be like, hey, you looking for something new, looking for something that another influence that you haven't seen or some shit. Uh, Once you make wave in these other countries, collaborate with a local artist from there. It's gonna look from like 1 minute I'm hearing this artist, I don't know who this is, to the next
Hmm.
minute like, yo, he's showing love to a local artist. I got no choice but, you know, because if I'm supporting this artist, I'm gonna support what he's doing, which is the collaboration, with you. And then that's going to just have a chain reaction. Also see how your sound could mix with other sounds. So for like
Hmm.
example, R&B and reggae, typically a nice mix.
Yes, sir.
So I will also recommend, see where you want your sound to, mix with, how it's going to evolve, or what could it collaborate with. Um, right now, art is global,
Hmm.
and the new wave is like, I don't think it's going to be a single genre anymore. I think each
Hmm.
genre about to evolve into like, multiple, or just like for example, I had an artist on here, um, and he was talking about mixing country with reggae. Never even heard that before.
Me either.
So, it already piqued my interest. I was like, damn, I can't even picture how that fucking would sound. Like, would it be more country or would it be more reggae? Like, so, uh, right now, collaboration is like, I don't know how this, right now, it's like, it's the wave, I would definitely say. A lot of people
Yeah, I'm
seeking
definitely
how
in
to,
touch.
hmm a lot of people seeking how to evolve their sound, test it out, even testing out their pen with other artists.
Hmm.
Um, Another thing I would recommend as well, collaborate with your local uh businesses. Like for example, some artists they collaborate with barbershops
Hmm.
because right now like we don't really we live in a day and age where a lot of people don't use the radio station. They use like
Right.
Spotify and everything. So they use like these different like social platforms, which as an artist, you can just easily have that relationship. Like, hey, you mind adding my music to your playlist or whatever fuck. Um, just another form of promotion. Um, and collaborate with like YouTube actors, people that doing like their own like films and shit.
Hmm.
Because like as an artist, one uh perk that you have as an artist, your music could be a soundtrack to people's life for wherever it is for. If it's their soundtrack to their love life, gold mine. If it's a soundtrack, to their daily life, just going to work or working out in the gym or wherever fuck, even down to like just having a fan that's just happen to make their own, films or their own comic books or etc. You do
Hmm.
have the power of being like, the soundtrack to them or to their work.
I definitely agree with that. But yeah, like I said, I'm definitely in touch with the local artists. Not exactly in touch with the local businesses. That is a great idea. But I am in touch with a lot of the local artists here. So I definitely can see how I can help.
definitely think of my last 2 cents. Right now, in my opinion, you are at an F class, like C level of celebrity.
Right.
Because right now you're building up your fan base, but the more fan base that you got, the more power you got. And then take that same idea to like to your local businesses. Most of them is looking for collaboration that's going to bring them traffic. So if you're that man that could bring traffic to them, that already opened up the door for you to collaborate, to have your music appear or even whatever ideas that you have for collaboration to that door to like your local businesses.
Yep.
So like for example, like barbershops, you know, even having, collaboration with them, uh, you know what I'm saying? So it'll
Hmm.
open up that door for you.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
but I do like that I'm hearing that, you already open up you already open to the idea of collaboration and you're already setting that into the, motion.
Yes, sir.
And do you mind talking about a bit of that collaboration that you have with uh
Levi.
the one in Atlanta?
Yeah, man. I was we kind of got cool through TikTok. I would see him go live. I would pop up in his lives, and when I posted that I had dropped my first single, he went live after that, and he said that he would do a feature for me. So I found the beat, sent it to him. He said it was cool. He sent me the feature back, and it's a done deal. So when my tape is done, when I get that last feature that needs to be done, that feature will be out.
Shout out to
Yes,
and
sir. Shout out to him for giving me that feature as well.
and how you go about your creative writing.
As far as what my process,
Yeah.
well, first I try to find a beat that resonates with me and I feel that my vibe can fit. I don't really try to go too far out of my range just yet because I kind of want to master the sound that I'm doing right now, which is that West Coast sound. Um, but as far as how I write, again, I like to be in my room just alone. I listen to the beat over and 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 over until I am completely done writing the song. Typically, I usually write the hook first because that's the kind of the most catchiest part of the song. And then after that, I just go for the verse, and I'm pretty much just trying to express myself without being vulgar or using too many cuss words because I kind of want the people who listen to my music to be like, oh, this guy's different. He's not usually writing about, the typical things that the mainstream artists typically sing about. Try not
You
to,
bring op
huh?
No, I said you bring option.
Yeah, I kind of want to bring a new option. Kind of just want to be, kind of just like a fresher breath, a breath of fresh air to the people who listen to me.
Actually. Yeah, okay. I like that. Uh Also, I'm curious, do you do any behind the scenes yet?
As far as
So you remember MTV when they
like
showcase, what it takes to
showcasing
work
like
an
what it
artist?
takes to yeah, like what it takes to do what I do.
Yeah. So like you
Um,
recording, you know,
Not yet,
uh,
but that's a great idea. I would like to do something like that to kind of show like my process in the studio and what me and my cousin do together. That would be pretty cool, yeah.
so let me spit some game to you. This,
I'm all
if
ears,
you
man.
decide, all right, so you could go multiple ways with this. So we all, as a content creator, uh, we all need bullshit content. Bullshit content is something that's going to guarantee you views, uh, but you don't care about the results. Not
Right.
necessarily that gotta be, shitty content itself, but it's the
Yeah.
content that you don't necessarily, give a fuck about. Um, so you could use these behind the scenes for that. or
Hmm.
you can save these behind the scenes, let it build up, with you, with everything that you got going on. You writing, you working with your cousin, any collabs, the shit that we don't get to see, the work that you put in.
Yes, sir.
Um, and you could save these and have it, save it enough and have it as a montage, and then this could be easily a merch too.
I like that. Definitely noted. I appreciate that idea.
No problem. Just hearing your music and hearing the passion, and one, you got some interesting, connections coming out the door. So, you know, I think it would definitely be entertaining. You talking about, your journey, your step, your passion, showing us, you practicing your pen, collaboration, even hearing a bit of your dreams too. I could guarantee that that would definitely be entertaining.
Yeah, definitely. I could see myself doing something like that. So I'm gonna take that into consideration. I'm gonna run it by my cousin and see if he's down to do something like that.
No problem. And if you are looking for talent, you might as well use us. We drop about 2 to 3 talents on our platforms a week. So you can basically, like I said, you can think of us as remote underground. We even spam into like UK and getting some Nigerian artists as well. Shout
Hmm.
out to those places. Uh, Let me see. We've been getting a lot of artists from Texas lately. I'm not gonna hold you.
Really?
Yeah. Um, we got some artists from Atlanta. Actually, the one that I could think of that would be a good connection, Mikey Ocean. Uh, he trying to build up his label to be like the Microsoft but for creativity. They basically want
Mm.
their end goal is to pay people to do creative shit like it's a full-time job.
Mm. Okay. Well, I'm gonna look through your catalog. I'm gonna look for him and see what I can do.
Okay. Yeah, all of them is ambitious right now. Especially if I know you were saying earlier that you was you lost your passion for a bit for your drums. I'm about to drop a podcast soon as it's not out yet,
Hmm.
but when it do drop, I'm gonna send it personally to you. But this person personally, you know, uh, one, he's a drummer from Spain, but he come from a background of like working with like other bands, rock bands and stuff like that. But now he do like this whole solo like drum act, and he come up with his own like short jam session, and it's really creative. So you might find him interesting, and that might spark an interest for you to come back.
Yeah, I'll definitely see what I can do. I'm gonna get in touch with. What did you say that first guy's name was?
Mikey Ocean, if you talk about the whole Microsoft thing for
Yeah,
artists,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mikey Ocean. Okay, you said he was from Houston as well.
He actually from I believe he's based in Atlanta, I think.
Atlanta. Okay. Another Atlanta connection.
hmm Um, However, I have a few artists from Texas, some artists from Virginia, some artists from the UK, Nigeria. Uh, Let me see. Uh, that's all the places. Oh, New York, Philadelphia. Trying to think of some other places. None of this is popping up at the moment, but I get artists from like rock to hip hop, jazz, you name it. And then we even experiment to people that do their own TV shows.
Really?
hmm We all about talent. If you got talent, you want to promote it, we're the platform to do it. So like I said, we got the whole shebang. So if you're looking to collaborate or whatever, we bring all type of talent.
Definitely. I appreciate that. I'll
No,
definitely be on the lookout.
no problem. Um, and when it comes to talent, do you have specifically anyone in mind? Are you looking to collaborate with a specific artist or anything or
Um, I would definitely like to collaborate with more local artists first. But if I ever got the chance, if I ever got the chance, I would love to do a track with Blast or Bino Rideau.
Okay. And as far as like other talents like cameraman or
Um, as far as
you
talents,
know,
I would love to get in contact with different engineers, people who make beats, even other songwriters as well. If any different songwriters that I could, learn anything from, or if they could drop any gems, then I definitely would love to get in contact with them.
and my last one, I'm curious, are you interested to anybody that play any instruments?
Definitely. Any guitar players, guitar players, or any bass players, definitely want to get in contact with them.
No. And uh, and do you have a memorable moment when it comes into your recording session?
Uh, my last memorable moment was probably after I finished, after the first flight. When I was finished recording that, that was probably the most excited I've been recording the song because I just knew like that song was gonna probably do it for me. Well, not do it for me, but I knew I would get pretty strong results from it. When it was done, I was literally like shaking my cousin, like, yo, like this is a hit. Like I like this. This is
Mhm.
fire.
Okay. And what's your favorite part of the song?
My favorite part is probably the part that I posted on my TikTok. The second chorus going into the second verse. Because I was kind of speaking on like I never would have thought that like me and my lady would do something like that. I had never been on a plane. I had never even been to Florida before. I've never even like, well, yeah, I have, but really I've never even been inside like of a huge airport before. So it was kind of like a brand new experience for me. And I had a great time and I had a ball. If I could do it all again, I definitely would.
Shout out to that moment.
Yes,
And
sir.
when it comes to your writing, how do you challenge yourself?
I challenged myself. I wouldn't necessarily say I challenged myself. I'm pretty easygoing as far as my process. I don't like to rush it. I don't like to force it. Whenever I'm feeling that creative flow, that's when I kind of just hunker down, I lock in, I buckle into trying to write and trying to complete songs.
Okay. Okay. And let's see. Uh, so you're from Ohio, play drums. Yeah, you about to drop a song. That's your next song from with the Atlanta guy, right?
The next song would be After the First Flight, and then after that, then the Atlanta feature. Yep.
Okay. Right. So after the first flight, then Atlanta.
hmm
And how you going about releasing your music? Do you try to stay active like once a month or
I try to stay active, yeah, at least once a month or every other month. Yep.
no? And are we catching up to your catalog?
We're definitely catching up. I've got some songs that are written that are not recorded. I've got at least 3 or 4 songs that are written at this very moment that are not recorded, but we are catching up.
Okay. And my last not my last one. Actually, give you a heads up. We have two collaboration if you're interested. Shout out to Jet Production and Mason Needladder. Um,
Mhm.
Jet Production is a short action film. They're looking to collaborate with artists, to use your music as a soundtrack, and to
Mhm.
help y'all create like an action music video if y'all interested. Um, Mason Needladder is a 2D animator. So if you're looking to get some logos or a 2D animation music video, we
Mhm.
have a guy.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
you're interested in both or one or other.
The 2D animation.
2D animation. Okay.
Yeah.
I send over his information to you.
Yes, sir. I really appreciate it.
Um, no problem. Uh, I think that's about all the questions I have for you. Uh,
All right, that's all good.
no problem. It was definitely good to have you on this podcast. Definitely enjoy you as a special guest. Um,
I appreciate
like
being
I said,
here.
this first round, appreciate it. This first round was free trial, but if you'd like to come
Yes,
back,
sir.
there will be a fee. What we do is
Yes,
ranking
sir.
out your catalog, so we encourage you to make more music and give you a place to promote it, talk about it, etc. Also, those who subscribe, we also offer a platform for y'all to do recording like jam session. So, like for example, if you want to perform or promote a song or whatever, we would welcome it on our platform, and we would get it pushing on all major platforms.
All right. Thank you.
No problem. Before you go, shout out all your platform. Shout out anybody that you want to put on, and then
All
drop a
right.
song catalog that you want the audience to.
Um, Follow me on all platforms, XDXYY. I'm X Day on all platforms except TikTok. On TikTok, I am Dalen, not Dylan. Again, everything XDXYY, and then TikTok, Dalen, not Dylan. Another big shout out to LT, Finesse Boy LA, Yvonne. It's Melina Marie. She's also doing pretty big things in the city right now. Shout out to Drewski, Castro's Goat, Your Retro, Levi. Um, and shout out to my cousin Jxve, man.
Shout out to. And what song you want them to tune to?
Tune in to Come Get You. It's already out right now. Really appreciate it if y'all could go check that out. It's my very first single, very first track that I've ever dropped. So if y'all could go show that some love, I really appreciate it. And then After the First Flight coming out at the beginning of next month, October 1st.
Okay. All right. October 1st. Okay. All right. So about time this EP come out both songs.
Yes, sir.
Um, your YouTube gonna come out first. Send me a profile pic. Uh, I'm gonna use it as a cover for your
Okay.
EP.
Yep.
And I'll get it ready. I'm gonna get your bio ready about within 2 weeks. Um, you will hear from me doing a checkup. But outside of that, it was good to have you on this podcast. I'm definitely looking forward to your success. And real quick, do you want this as a video or audio exclusive?
Audio.
Okay, that's smart. Uh, all right. It would be actually flip that. It won't be on YouTube, but it will definitely be on Spotify, Apple Podcast, stuff like
All
that.
right.
Um, Good to have you on here. Looking forward to your success.
All right. Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too.